Hey YouTubies, this is Amy, coming to you with my week 13 post-op update following duodenal switch surgery, which I had with Dr. Enox on June 24th of this year. I started my journey at 275 pounds at first consult, 260 at the time of surgery. Last week I weighed in at 216, and this week I weigh in at 212. So 4-pound loss this week, which is outstanding. Very excited about it. Don't know exactly what the difference is, but I'm going to use this big weight loss to sustain me in those weeks when the weight loss slows or stalls. So all good stuff there. I had my 3-month post-op visit this week. In fact, today is my exact 3-month surgiversary, so was a very good meeting with the surgical PA who I'd never met before. He's really experienced. He's had background in bariatrics, emergency, orthopedics, and general medicine, so he's a really knowledgeable guy, and I liked him a lot. I was pretty upfront with him about how chewable vitamins and the ones recommended by the surgeon didn't really work out so great for me, and I'd had to sort of come up with my own regimen, but followed the rules in terms of the amount of the different A, D, E, and K vitamins and other things that they were asking me to get. He was totally comfortable with what I had gone with, so that's good. And they took my labs, 9 vials of blood. I had to take a nap afterwards. That was a lot of blood. That's going to take a little while to rebuild, but I definitely am going to let you guys know if those all turn out normal or weird or high or whatever. We'll see how I do on my first round. I also talked to him about how I had changed my diet from the nutrition guidelines given by the nutritionist at the surgeon's office, and I have made changes to that diet to make it work for me. I was having pretty severe problems with really dry skin and other issues. Nothing really gastrointestinal or anything, but just some difficulties that were pretty clearly related to my fat intake. Having read a lot about the duodenal switch surgery and a lot of veterans talking about the need for higher fat in their diet because we malabsorb it, decided to increase the fat in my diet, and correspondingly my total calories for the day rose. A number of you guys have asked in messages and otherwise how I eat, and I'm happy to share that today in really, really brief form so nobody gets bored, hopefully. This isn't medical advice, obviously, and everybody's kind of got to find their own path. Your mileage may vary, and obviously your surgeon's advice is your baseline. But for me, I take in about 12 to 1,300 calories a day. I take in under 65 grams of carbs and about 120 grams of protein. And the fat, I track it on MyFitnessPal along with everything else, but I don't have a set goal for that. Because once you comply with all the other rules and the overall calorie rule, the fat takes care of itself. I do eat full-fat dairy, yogurt, cheese, milk, all of those things. I eat, meat, eggs, non-starchy vegetables, and a little bit of fruit. I'll have the occasional cracker, maybe 1 or 2 half slices of bread per week, but I'm not a big bread person, no pasta, no rice, nothing like that. Just because it upsets my whole digestive tract, and also because it's not leading me to my weight loss goals. It's just not within my plan. So I don't really eat very much processed food. I have very rare desserts, and even that's only like 2 to 3 bites, and by that point, if I've eaten my protein and done what I was supposed to do for the day, there's not a lot of room for dessert. But I will tell you that with the fat content of my diet, I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I have energy for exercise. I feel good. I could see myself eating this way for the rest of my life if I am able to, as I go towards maintenance and so forth, if this satiates my hunger and everything as it has been, then I hope good stuff. And if it doesn't, then I'll deal with that then. But not feeling deprivation, going to bed feeling very full and satisfied is a great feeling, and not something that I've had on any other diet through the rest of my dieting experience. So far so good on this. But that's basically where I'm at. So those are the big things this week. NSV wise, one other major plus. I went in for another sleep study. They never came in and woke me up all night. And when I did wake up in the morning, they said, we didn't have to put a CPAP on you. You do not have apnea. I got that word back today officially from the intern who reviewed my sleep results. But the apnea is gone. I have no more use for this 3-month-old CPAP, which I feel really bad about. I thought that it was a rental and I would return it, but apparently that's not how this thing works. So I own this sucker. If anybody has a need for something like that, please let me know, because I feel like it will go to waste and there's no good reason for that. Anyway, aside from that, I managed to keep myself from clothes shopping this week, so that's good. And definitely upping my exercise, but keeping it healthy. And things are working and chugging along for me, and I'm feeling really good about it. The only, I would say, drawbacks or difficulties and challenges I'm having this week relate more to some skin issues. I haven't had any real digestive difficulties or anything like that related to my duodenal switch. I've been very fortunate. Felt pretty normal once I got out of the surgical healing phase, and then started taking probiotics and everything. Everything normalized for me, and I was pretty lucky. But that's just so far. And also, I have noticed like a few skin related issues, like just still having some places where it's strange, but like it almost feels like when I'm losing weight in an area, I will feel more skin irritation in that area. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but I don't know if like the fat being released in that area contains stuff that was stored with it, whether it be like allergens or, histamines or whatever, but I'm definitely experiencing tiny spots and issues of like itching or redness, and they're not body wide, and I'm generally not a rash person, so I don't really know what is going on with that. That's kind of crazy. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced any of that stuff with your weight loss, so please tell me if you have. I'm using like Gold Bond colloidal oatmeal kind of stuff and trying to take care of it that way, but it really seems to be, I notice loss of weight in an area around the same time that I'm noticing, the increased, irritation in that little spot. So who knows? But that's basically it. I'm not having too many other issues, and stuff's going gangbusters. I've been lucky all the way around. I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing my best to just forge ahead, and I'm about to leave on a trip to see some of my friends from high school. We actually still get together, a small group of us, mostly dudes, and I like hanging with my herd of nerds. So we're going to have a good time in about a week, and then I'm going to see my sister down in Austin, Texas for my 42nd birthday and spend some time with her. So I've got some good things to look forward to coming up here, and hoping to sort of explore how well my system and eating plan and exercise and all that carries when I travel. I've seen a lot of you guys do so well making programs that work for you on the road, or learn lessons the hard way about what doesn't work on the road, and I'm about to go through that same thing myself. So I'm going to be taking the tips from those of you who gave them on how to do this successfully, and hopefully that'll still lead to, if not good loss, at least a good program and sticking with things while I'm gone. So my very best to you for the week, and I will see you in a few days. Thanks. Bye.